do it. You're coming with me to find the bits, the props to put into it. And she did, and I've never looked back. In 6 years, I have about now 750 pieces of artwork all around the world.
Oh my goodness.
And it just pours through me. It pours through me because I believe it's what love is. It's the presence of what I feel God is for me on canvas. It changes people's lives. It takes their breath away and it gives them a new breath that beats to a rhythm of life that is inner peace. It changes people's lives. I found my life purpose that day, and that life purpose brought me to you here.
Isn't that amazing? And you know, your paintings are absolutely breathtaking. I mean, this is no exaggeration. When we pulled the beautiful painting that you had sent us, that we auctioned off at the red carpet premiere, when we pulled it out of the box, our breath was taken away. It was absolutely extraordinary.
Yes, you wrote that.
Yes, it was just, because I wasn't expecting that. You know, and I'd seen some of your work, and it looked, they're beautiful on the website, yes. But when you see them in person, it takes on a whole different atmosphere. It creates a culture of beauty right before your eyes, yeah.
And they have words. When I was in Italy, Don, and I know that you're very a learned man of the Bible, which I'm not, but I was taught by nuns. I've had a very interesting life. I met the Pope at 13.
Wow.
I was born Jewish. I know my Hail Marys. I've sat in the chapel, and the nuns used to, I used to stay over with them, and I used to walk with them and talk with them. I love to learn. I love to understand different cultures, different meanings. And St. Francis of Assisi, they were the Dominican nuns and the Franciscan monks. So it was already in my life to go to Assisi. That was already in my story. Mm-hmm. I believe all of us are the journey, the piece of the puzzle of the journey. But we will make up one journey. We're not individual pieces. We're all part of that one journey. And each of us have an agreement to meet. We had an agreement to meet. I had an agreement to meet Candy. I had an agreement to meet Jill. I had an agreement to come to America. I had an agreement to go to Italy. I had an agreement to live in England. It's all part of, I don't know where I'm going from here.
Yeah, but you're going somewhere.
I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to definitely get in a car at some point.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's when you love the journey. Now, can you say you love the journey if you have no money, if your health is deteriorating? In that moment of whatever's going on, if you can find one part of one thing that you can say feels good, just one part, just a minute, just a second, then you're already on your way to coming back. You've got to find one thing. That's your gift of your journey. And that one small speck creates the sun. And even if the sun is shining but something else is going on, if you focus on the sunshine, you become the sunshine.
Sure.
And I focus on that. That's my truth.
Yeah, and that's a really key point, because I think a lot of people, when they go through adversity or they go through challenging times, instead of looking for that one piece, like you say, that's good and that will help them have a comeback, I think that too many people get stuck in the calamity itself. Yeah. And instead of looking for something that maybe is a way out, they continue to look at all the bad things that are happening, and I think it keeps them locked in.
If they look at it as being bad, in my business that I'm in today now with my art gallery and helping people find their life's purpose, usually they're already on their knees. Mm-hmm. I had a client who phoned me up. I didn't even know her. She's a client now. She phoned up 2 weeks ago. I was recommended to you. She said, I've just finished with my boyfriend. I'm just getting divorced, and I really don't think I'm going to make it through the night. And I said to her, okay, I don't know you, but I want you to know you are going to make it through the night. You're meant to. You're not ready to go back. You're needed here. Do you hear me? You are needed here. Mm-hmm. So you get one of your arms and you wrap it around, and then you get the other one and you wrap it around you, and you hold yourself so tight, and you keep saying, I am needed here. I am needed here, and I am worthy of being needed here, and I'll see you tomorrow. By the time she came in the morning, she still felt desperate. But by the time she left, there was a glint of that light
Wow.
in her eye. And that's all it takes. You see, once you have one glint, you're already on that road back. And you can only be on the road back when you have nowhere else to go. You've gone as far as you can go. You've fallen to the bottom of the well. The only way up is up, and the only way down is where you are. Now, you can stay there if you want, but I'll hold your hand and I'll pull you up as much as I can. The rest, you have to do yourself. But believe me, coming to the light, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
That's all that is. And you only know that when you know what it isn't.
Right.
You only know when you don't have that. You know that you want to stay there. Now, you're not going to stay there and pretend to stay there. No, you want to own it in truth. So if you're going to own it and dance in it.
Well, you know, that reminds me of the fact that if we can just find hope.
Yes.
I mean, if we can just, it was funny. I thought it was kind of comical when I was in the hospital in the ICU, and one of the priests came in and wanted to know if I wanted to donate some of my
Your organs?
Yes, not just my organs, my money.
That's funny.
He said, "Would you like to leave some of your possessions to charity?" I said, "Partner, I may be in ICU, but I'm not ready to go. I still got a lot of work to do."
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, come see me about 50 years from now, and then we can talk about that.
Absolutely.
But you know, I think that's what people need is hope. And I want to, you know, we only have about 5 minutes left, so I want to be able to talk about that and share with us about how can people have hope and hang on to hope. Because if you have hope, you'll stay in the game.
You have to look in the mirror and really see who you are. You have to see that you already are the miracle. You are the hope. If you're not hope, and if we don't stand here right now and own that, then our world is empty. We are the hope. And we have to own who we are in our lives every day. Now, if you feel something's out of your reach, just take baby steps. When a baby crawls, that baby's not on the ground thinking, "Oh wow, I wonder if I can win the Olympics from running." No, that baby's in the moment, crawling, right. Just accepting the movement of crawling. We've become so detached from being in the moment. We run ahead of ourselves. Oh my gosh, I won't have enough for this in the next week or the next 10 years. Do you have enough today? Because if you have enough today, you're a king on the road. If you don't, you need to find one very quick.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, sure.
But if you do, there's your hope already wrapped up in it. You already have it. You just don't see it. So what you have is you have this illusional lens inside of your eye, and you need to wash your eyeballs because you already have everything you could possibly need right here, right now, today. And when you start to feel that, and you start to own it, you start to receive it. It has to happen.
Yeah, there's no other way. It has to happen.
It's a law.
Yeah.
It's the law that is the true law. What you believe is what you will receive, and your perception of it will create it for you to own it. Well, I already feel like I'm a queen of the road, and I feel like I've met a king. And so together, you will meet like upon like, and you will always meet those that you vibrate at the energy of.
Right.
So if you all connect to it in that way, then the whole of this world will flip-flop and shift. Not feeling that they need hope, they already have it. Wow. They live it.
That is so beautiful. Well, here's what I'd like to do, Tia. In the last couple of minutes, I'd like for you to look into the camera lens, and I want you to just share what's on your heart with the audience. And because so many people right now are hurting.
Yeah.
And you're like a healing balm. You're the Gilead, the healing balm. Your presence, your spirit, your knowledge, your intuition. It's really a healing balm. So I'd like for you just to look into the camera and talk to them for a minute or two about what's on your heart and how they can just have hope for a better life.
Okay. In our world today, where we are, if you don't have hope, you won't find your way. Hope is a 4-letter word, and it brings with it so much energy of life, of love, for your purpose, to know that you matter. Hope, what does hope mean? It brings happiness. It brings a heart. It brings a home. The O part of it, the circle of life, the P, peace. In fact, in my book, I've written, make sure that you eat peas every day. Peace, prosperity, and positivity. And the E is for everyone. We are all of that. Hope is home, and we are the home. In this world that we've created, if we don't live in it together, then we're not, as a community, together. And I hope and I pray with all of my heart that you understand that home is in your heart and I live in mine. And I hope by you hearing this, you understand it's the best place for you to live every day. And that I hope you understand from my heart to yours.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
What a wonderful time this has been sharing with you. Open up your heart.
Thank you.
You know, I know all of our audience out there has been moved and touched by your words. So thank you once again.
Thank you.
This is Don Boris saying thanks for being with us. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.